What's up, friends, and welcome to the next episode of Hear Me Out. This week's episode is all about authenticity. And when we talking about some shit, we gonna learn about some shit. So we gonna start with them definitions. Authenticity. Authenticity, not the same as honesty, consistency, or being real. Authenticity is acting according to one's true self and behaving congruently with values and your personality. So what I took from that was, for you to be authentic, you got to be living in your true self. And if you ain't living in your true self, you're not being authentic. And that's why I feel like authenticity is so rare nowadays. Like, nobody is really being who they truly are. Nobody is really, I won't say nobody. I want to say the industry isn't allowing everyone to be their true self. When we're following a lot of these pages on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, a lot of people are doing the same things because they know it's the straight way to the top. Everybody wearing the same things, doing the same things. Trends are popular instead of people just being liked and encouraged to be themselves. And I just feel if we were more open in the world to each other's differences, it would be easy for everyone to live their lives authentically. I'm one of those girls, I always have been. I'm going to do what makes me feel good. And if you don't like it, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I wish that everyone else had the courage and the ability to just live that way, but everyone doesn't. For the ones who do, shout out to you. But for the ones who can't, I hope that one day you wake up and you open your eyes and you see that this world was made for you and all that you have to bring. So don't bring us nobody else shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. If you ain't gonna be you, who gonna be you? You were born to be exactly who you are, exactly the way you are, exactly the way he wanted you to be. So why not be that? You can't be nobody else. They already busy being themselves. You do you. That's what I mean by authenticity. So throughout this episode, we're going to do little hints and little nods towards learning how to be our authentic selves. We're going to talk about stuff and people that aren't authentic or authentic, as we would say. And we're just going to get into the sha. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what we're doing this episode. That's my rant on authenticity this week. Let's get into this TV time, honey. It's TV time. Okay, so TV time is where we go through all of my tea-tastic topics for this week, y'all. And baby, we have a lot. Do you hear me? We have a lot of topics to go through this week. So let's get into it. It's been my mood all week.
No, she can't go. She can't go.
How? I just don't understand why everybody dying. Like, everybody is dying. What is going on? What's in the water? What's in the air? Like, don't get me wrong. I know it usually happens in threes, but this past week or two, you guys, this little 2 weeks that we just had, Rich Homie Quan, first of all, hold on. Frankie Beverly, hold on. James Earl Jones, hold on. Mufasa. What? Then Tito? Y'all, we wouldn't want to be starting something if it wasn't for Tito. Like, where is everybody going? What's the rush? What's wrong? Y'all better start praying. You here one day, you gone the next. So you better what? Next up, let's talk about this Cleo and Ice Spice, honey. Now, y'all, Cleo Trapper, I'm just getting into her. I ain't gonna even hold you.
I'm that bitch. It's Cleo Trapper. I'm a pretty ass bitch from the check. What? Yep. And I stay in some shit when I spot the niggas be on me. What you expect? All of the wannabes wanna be her. Might walk my swag and demeanor. It's a real ass bitch on his speaker. Doing the most, he still ain't peep her. Bitches ain't seeing me. When they seeing me, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of these. She's a dweeb, she's a loser. I stay on her mind, her medulla.
I seen little, pop-ups with her and Ice Spice, but I just thought she was just Ice Spice's best friend. And so to find out, like, they basically, it was like a marketing scheme. She said they ain't even been friends since their whole life. They only just became friends 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And if all of this stuff that Cleo is saying is true, which I believe it to be, because just how everything keeps coming out after Baby Stormy and everything.
Give me the recap.
Ice Spice went on tour. She was
That's
like,
what I just said.
I'm going to bring my homegirl with me, give her the platform. So she invited Cleo Trapper, who's also an artist in New York. Cleo Trapper says when she got on the tour, it was shady. They not even barely, they didn't put her name on any of the bills. No one knew she was even on tour, basically. They made her start early. They didn't even feed her a lot of the
Didn't even
times.
give her no chicken salad.
No chicken salad.
But Ice Spice took her to Six Flags.
Ice Spice said, girl, we was having a time.
We went to an amusement park.
You was
ain't
screaming
eat,
out your lungs.
but you was on this ride.
Cleo Trapper said they put her on a bus, made her sleep for a couple hours, and she woke up, thought they was in another state. They was in the same place because Ice Spice didn't want to move the bus. And Ice Spice said, I was just enjoying my time. Like,
Damn. Can we hear some of this audio?
The hairstylist shows me like a menu and stuff. She's like, oh, production and whatever. They're going to order food for everybody. Pick what you want. I was like, okay, I'll get a chicken salad just like you. Like, I'll just get a chicken salad. Then she shows me like a message where somebody from production is like, Cleo is not a part of the budget. I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget, but y'all invited me on tour? Like, and why didn't they tell you that make sure Cleo's good? Why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad?
Oh.
But
It's like, Ice Spice. I never really liked you like that, but it don't look good for you, sweet. It don't look good for you, sweet. Why? What's the colorism about? Why does it have to go that deep? What you mean? If you invited me on tour a day before the tour start, and you tell me, sis, I got you, you and me, I need to be treated just like you. Especially if you knew I was not getting paid. And I get all y'all saying, oh, she should have had her this, that, blah. Girl, that girl thought that was her friend. She thought that was her friend. And I know how me and my friends go, well, if my friend says she got me, she got me. That's how it go. So why is everybody acting belligerent when it's time for her to say, when my friend said she had me, I thought she had me. What y'all don't like to hear is that y'all favorites are weird people. People can be rich and weird. It happens every day. So why everybody looking crazy now? I just don't get it. Next. Child, we got Uncle Shay Shay. Now, I'm going to just say this like this. Because what the lady say on TikTok, I'm going to say this because I'm grown and I can't get no whooping. Uncle Shay Shay ain't accidentally go live. What I say? That man ain't accidentally go live, y'all. That man got tired of y'all calling him a sugarfoot. That man got tired of y'all calling him. Yeah. That man got tired of y'all. And he said, watch. I'ma show y'all. Cause it's funny how that phone he kept hitting that phone. He kept moving that phone, y'all. He kept moving that phone. So if he just threw the phone on the bed, why you keep touching the phone, Shannon? Huh? That man knew what he was doing. He said, let me call Michelle up real quick. She always give it to me. She always get to me. Let me shut down some of these rumors. That's what Uncle Shay Shay said. But we proud of you. We proud of you. We proud of you. And Michelle, I want to give you my love, my strength, my will to you. That's what Miss Michelle said to Mr. Shannon. Mm-hmm. That's what she said. That's what she said. Next. Let's talk about it, because y'all know I'm going to be on this case until November. I don't even need my cue cards, honey. I'm going to let them sit on right there, right now. Let's talk about this debate. Because I got so much to say. Because first of all, the fact that people are still, I don't know who my president's going to be. I don't know who my president's going to be after that travesty. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up. Because, y'all, the man was talking about people eating dogs. The man kept talking about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is nowhere in the room. Miss Comcom eating him up. Miss Kamala eating him up. Do you hear me? And y'all still, I don't know who's going to be president. I'm sick of it. Then after he loses, all of a sudden, somebody trying to shoot at him. Y'all, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over him spending all his money on these fake people to shoot at him. I'm over it. Can we just get to November? Can we all put our votes in? Get on with this Saturday Night Live skit. I'm over it. Done. But will I watch another debate? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll watch another one because it's just beautiful to watch somebody eat him up. We've been waiting for somebody to eat him up. And now's the time. And I'm going to keep watching it and keep watching it and keep watching it and keep watching it and keep watching it. And let me tell you something, Donald. If you want to pay somebody else to fake shoot you, homie, I'm here. Number below. Thank you. That's all for my TV time. Baby, let's get into my T3. My T3 is where I talk about my top 3 in this week's movies, television, and music, okay? So you guys, each one of my top 3, I'm going to just speed through the list, but I will also have longer individual videos on my Patreon and also on my channel, okay? So this week on my T3 for movies. My T3 for movies this week, number 1 goes to Uglies on Netflix. Y'all, it's like a movie about like a futuristic, it's like, it never said what year it was, y'all. Unless I missed it. I just watched it last night. It never said what year that they're in, but basically they're in like this new society where everyone is born ugly. Nobody on the damn movie was ugly, y'all. I ain't seen not one damn ugly person. But they was all born ugly, and then on their 16th birthday they go through like this ultra cosmetic surgery, and everybody is ultra beautiful, and all their problems go away, and they go live in the city, and they go rah 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 rah, and they go da 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 da. And so it's about these 2 teenagers. They've been living their whole life waiting to be 16. One of them becomes 16 a few months from the other one, and they promise they're going to meet up to talk about what the difference is before she turns 16, but that never happens, and you just see her go through her journey of her trying to become pretty. Y'all, can't lie. On my scale, the shit definitely gave a good 7 out of 10, so I put it on my top 1 for this week. A 7 out of 10 only because it's going to be a sequel. And I really was just like, come on, let's wrap this shit up. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like y'all got me all excited to the end of the movie for you to end like that for what? Like, damn, like you could have went ahead and slid that in and on real quick and I still would have been excited for the sequel because apparently it's based off a book and the book is like 8 books long. Like it's basically like Twilight times 12, I'm guessing. But it's like y'all could have finished that damn movie out and I still would have watched the sequel. You feel me? Exactly. My top TV show for this week has got to be Fight Night on Peacock. Y'all, Kevin Hart, Taraji, Chloe, goddamn Sam, goddamn baby Terrence. Y'all putting y'all pinky toe in it. Y'all putting y'all pinky toe in it. I'm fucking with it. Y'all already know. I mean, I don't know if y'all could tell yet or whatever, but I love a good 70s theme, child. Like, and so I was already geeked when I seen the promotions for the show. But, like, after watching the first episode, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. They dropped the first 3 instantly when they dropped, I'm guessing. Or maybe that's just how I seen them when I first saw it. But the first 3 was on that just to get you good and hooked, y'all. And when I say they got you good and hooked, y'all, I mean they got you really good and hooked, y'all. You feel me? And so last week, I ended up watching the 4th episode, and it just keeps getting better, y'all. Like, chicken. What? Chicken? Like, hey, Chloe, you dead ass wrong for making them folks believe that chicken. Come on, girl. Chicken ain't do that. But I ain't even gonna tell y'all all about it. But we could talk about it more over on my Patreon, over on my YouTube. The show is good. I'm telling you, check it out right now. Fight Night on Peacock. It's based off of a true story, but it's a bit exaggerated. It's based off the heist that happened the night of the Muhammad Ali fight in Atlanta, y'all. And it's basically how Atlanta became Atlanta. That's what they're saying. And it happened in the 70s. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all know me. Well, if you don't, you about to learn. When I watch something, if it says it's based off a true story, baby, we finna deep dive. So if you want to deep dive with me, come on over to my Patreon. It'll be dropping on Friday. And we're going to talk about the first 5 episodes. We're going to talk about the first 5 episodes this Friday. Okay? Cool. My top 3 for music is Vulnerability by Olive, I think. Y'all, it is just something about that song. Like, don't get me wrong. Stand By Me is a comfort song of mine. Like the doom, 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 doom. That's comfort for me. So when I instantly heard it, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, hold on. Then the cute little video she had going on, I was like, hold on. But we're gonna get deeper into it. And she's a new artist from what I can tell. So I really have high hopes for her just because of how she coming out with her own, authenticity. Like, who gonna take a hit like that and make a love song? Like, girl, what? Okay. I'm watching you, Miss Olive. Anyway, and that was my T3 for today. Next up on the segment is Hear Me Out. Hear me out. That's where I take today's topic and things that are going in my life. I mesh them together. I let y'all hear me out, and y'all tell me and give me some advice in the comments on what y'all think I should do or some things that y'all think I could use for this week coming forward. Authenticity isn't something, it's really subjective. Like, it's all in what you feel like makes you authentic, what goes with your values, your goals, your being. Like, what makes you feel like you and make you happy. That's what makes you authentic. Personally, living in my authentic self means loving who I love. It means wearing my hair how I want to wear my hair. It means putting on what I feel like I want to put on. It means living and working and breathing and being who I want to be. Like, and I am honest, and I'm here to say, until I became my authentic self, baby, life was lifing. And don't get me wrong, even while being your authentic self, sometimes life will life. But you just got to keep on rolling. Because it is a little sweeter when you being yourself. Keeping up with what others want you to be and what others want you to do is hard. Like, you can barely keep up with what you want to do yourself. I know it's days I wake up and I be like, dang, is this for me? Is this what I want to do? And it's like, yes, I want to do this. And you can't, nobody is going to talk me out of it, because you can't let people talk you out of your dreams, your goals, your decisions, just because they feel like it's not going anywhere. If it's authentic to you, you step into it and you thrive and you go with it. My whole family is in the medical field. My aunts, my mom, my grandmother was, my grandfather was. Like, family goes deep into the medical field. My sister is, like, and honestly, that's not my route, you guys. Outside of the arts and everything that I love, dancing, podcasting, singing, all of that, outside of all of that, I feel like if I had to really just settle down and get a career, it would be in special education. I'm meant to, gather the superhero kids and start my own little forest and get them together. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where my heart lies, and I feel like that's me being my one true authentic self. And I could have went the other route, with the rest of my family, but that wasn't my calling. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what is going to make me happy at the end of the day. And it's like, yeah, is it a check? For sure. I could be around here, doing what everyone else doing, nursing, traveling, doing all that. That's not what's for me. What's for me is for me. What's authentic? What is authentic? Not what's easy. What's authentic? Authenticity, it goes deep. Like, y'all will never understand until you start living in your true self, being who you're supposed to be. Life will never go the way that you want it to go. And it's just how it's all planned to be. That's just how God made it. Like, he made it for us to wake up and just be us. He made us all different so we could all be ourselves. He didn't make everyone different for everyone to conform to be one person. That'll be dumb, right? Like, why would he give us all these different talents, all these different abilities, all these different passions for us to all turn around and be the same one person, or do the same 5 things, or eat the same 6 foods? Like, no, we don't all need to be on the same meal plan. We don't all need to be like, it's not going to work for you. Just because she went and got a BBL, that's not going to work for you. Just because she did this, that's not going to work for you. You have to figure out what works for you and go do you, boo. Now that you heard me out, let me check my phone. We only had 3 comments this week. Y'all need to do better. Ain't nobody called me this week. Y'all need to do better. And if you don't like the topic that we talking about, baby, just come talk to me. It doesn't matter. I always want to hear from you guys. I promise. But we had 3 comments this week. One was from Nikki. She said, I don't think it's rare. I think popularity outweighs it these days. Most people are authentic but end up fitting in. They fake it till they make it. I love when Charleston White was giving his accolades about being a prominent public figure but not getting any recognition till he started talking ignorant, yet he's very much intelligent. Yeah, I do see where you can come from. I do understand that, because like when people see that their authenticity isn't being accepted in certain places, sometimes they can't conform. But I feel like once you conform, it's kind of like weak-minded. Like, I'm sorry, ain't nobody finna make me be where I am not. And even if they try to, and even if I try to, it don't last long. Like, authenticity, it has to be authentic. You cannot act like somebody that you're not. Is never going to prosper. And that's why in my head, Charleston White, like, yeah, he's brilliant. But all that ignorant stuff ain't getting him nowhere but a couple of laughs. Maybe a couple of dollars, but at the end of the day, when he go home, he not proud of himself. And I know he not. Our next comment was from Sheena Marie. She said, I think authenticity is rare due to the fear of being rejected. Many times it is easier to fit in rather than stand out, which avoids ridicule. I was able to catch some of your show last week, and I must say I am proud of you for stepping outside of the box and being authentically you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for not only watching the episode, but seeing me trying. Thank you so much. I do agree. I agree. And that was the whole point of this episode. Just to show people that it is okay to be authentically yourself. Because if you don't do you, again, who's going to do you? So everyone out there, take a second. Just breathe. Think about what makes you authentically you and go for it. Our last comment said, I do wonder if or how our authentic selves might be different if we lived in an era without social media. I think that's why self-reflection is so important. Asking yourself, do I really believe this? Do I really enjoy this? Etc. You could wake up one day and realize you've become an unauthentic version of yourself simply because of what you surround yourself with on a daily basis. People, media, etc. We have the power to choose who we want to be, but we can unconsciously become unauthentic versions of ourselves if we don't realize the power of our choices and importance of self-reflection. That is so true. T. Piping hot. Some true tea. Because one day you'll be just moving, thinking you're doing everything that you want to do, and you get caught up in a whirlwind, and then you look up and you like, hold the hell up. How did I get here? And sometimes that's why I'm like, I do have to take a second. Like I said last week on the podcast, I be having to take a second. I prioritize my rest. I prioritize me touching grass. I prioritize me getting my mental state together. Like, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all every week as much as I can. But if it ever comes to a point where I'm like, hold on, you're losing yourself, you need to get a grip. Who ain't? And I encourage that for everyone. If you ever feel like your world is spinning out of control, just stop. Take a second. Take a breather. Think to yourself, what's going on here? What am I doing? I heavily encourage journaling, writing stuff down, typing it down in your notes. Like, I'm big on that. Just talking with yourself. Like, I am a firm believer that me communicating with myself is also a form of prayer, because God is within me. And when I'm communicating with myself, I'm also communicating with God, and I'm grounding myself. So it's like, you don't have to talk to everyone all the time. Sometimes the only person you need to talk to is you. And that's when you know if it's true and authentic. That's when you know if it's true and authentic. So you guys, thank you for checking my phone with me. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for indulging in my TV time. And thank you for listening to My T3. This has been a very chaotic and overwhelming episode for me. And I'm so glad that I made it through it, you guys. I'm learning every day something new. And I'm so excited and so thankful that you guys are going to bear with me as we get through and we birthed out the beginnings of So Complex Entertainment. And hear me out, because we're only winning this time. And if anybody got something to say, they gonna be saying it behind us, because they damn sure ain't saying it in front of us. Amen. See y'all on the next episode. Hear me out.